Hey everyone, it's Heather with Heather's Healing here to do another tarot reading. So this is a timeless tarot reading. It's pick a pile style, and we are going to look at the next three big things coming in for you. Three things to expect, three major things. It could be three changes. Who knows? We'll see as we get going. But go ahead and pick a deck. So pile one, pile two, and pile three. Pile one is the Modern Mystic Tarot, and I pulled three charms. We'll see how the charms play in. So charm number one says it is what it is. There's also a bird in a cage on pile one, and then a flaming butterfly. Pile two, now I don't remember the deck. Radleigh Valentine deck, I know that. I don't see the box here, so I can't remember, but I'll put the decks below. We have your three charms are Three of Wands, a carousel horse, and a pentacle. That's pile two. Pile three, there's definitely a theme going on here with pile three. We have Ace of Cups as one of the charms, and this is the Witch's Garden tarot deck. We have a heart in chains with a lock, and we have a heart with horns, tail, and flames for pile three. So go ahead and pick your piles. So again, pile one, pile two, pile three, and we'll get started on the readings. Welcome in pile one. So let's go ahead and get started with your first big thing. I hope you guys are doing well. Thanks for being here and thanks for watching. Okay, so let's pull three oracle cards and then we'll clarify with tarot. So three big things. The first big thing for pile one. And the first thing I heard was escape. So interesting. Let's see what's going on. So first big thing for pile one. I'm going to go ahead and pull the oracle cards, and then we will look at the cards. And I'll list the decks below. I don't remember the names of all of these decks. All right, so looking at first big thing for pile one. Interesting, I don't normally pull cards like that, but that's the way we're pulling them. So maybe that's a nod to doing things a different way for your first big thing. We'll see. All right. And there is an energy of release here, so it feels like we might be releasing something. We'll see what comes up. Okay, so we have the first oracle card is take the next step now. The second oracle card is Druid, hold the space. Interesting. And then we have spiritual technology, expand your imagination and share your visions. So it almost kind of feels like a freeing of your mind, being open to new ideas and new spaces, connecting in with your lineage, connecting in with your ancestry, connecting in with nature, and being bold in taking the next step, trying something new. This really does feel like stepping out of your comfort zone. I'm definitely getting that sense. So let's go ahead and get the tarot in here and we will clarify with tarot. You move these decks aside because we'll need them again. So what is this first big thing that's coming in for pile 1? I'm hearing opportunities. So in some ways, this feels like this could have something to do with career, but right now I'm feeling it's more expanding and strengthening your spirituality, expansion and connecting deeper with your guides and guardians, with your purpose. This could even be taking a mentorship, exploring your spirituality in a deeper way, questioning, a lot of questioning. This could even be some of you leaving your religion. Let's pull some cards. So let's see, I wanted to do, I wrote down, let's do 4 oracle card or 4 tarot, which is interesting because I normally do 3s and 5s, but that's okay. What is going on? First big thing for pile 1. I'm also hearing be daring. So we've got the moon, intuition, trusting in the unseen and secrets. So definitely a nod to intuition. I think I'm going to reveal the first row and then we'll go into it deeper. We've got the wheel, card number 10, a turn for the better. Fortune is on your side. Be optimistic. So we've got big energies here. It almost feels like for this first big thing, pile 1, you're at a place where the mundane just is not serving you anymore. You're at a place where things you've kind of come to a standstill. You're ready for something more. You're ready to be big, brave, and daring by stepping into the unknown. And I'm still really feeling this is more connecting with your spiritual side, exploring, connecting with your guides, exploring other belief systems. We've got the 2 of water. The card says a relationship continues to grow. A relationship continues to grow, resolution to conflicts, soulmates, and romance. So, possibly connecting with someone on a deeper level, but I feel like this is more connecting with your spirit team. Maybe some of you have connected with your spirit team, but you would like to connect with them on a deeper level, or maybe you're just ready to connect with them more regularly. I know oftentimes people can see spirituality as kind of like a fun thing to do, like when they get bored or in their spare time, paranormal type of things just for fun. But it is a way of living. We've got look at this, you guys. We've got the Chariot, card number 7. The card says willpower, determination, on the fast track, adventure, and achievement. So you've got some big cards here. So there's no doubt you've got a lot of major arcana cards here. There is a change coming in for you. It does feel connected to your intuition, your spiritual path. It also feels like with the 2 of water here, this is you trusting yourself a little bit more, trusting your intuition, and really thinking for yourself, not listening so much to what other people think you should be doing or what your culture or religion says you should be doing. You're really looking at what is it that I want what do I want out of life? What is important to me? What did I come here for? I feel like there's a lot of question here around your purpose, the big picture. Let's see what else we've got here. So card number 20, retrograde. This deck isn't read upside down, but we'll make note that the card was upside down. It's reviewing the past and acceptance of what is. Interesting, because one of your charms here is it is what it is. So I feel like you are letting go of some of the things that have happened in the past. It feels like a reconciliation here, and realizing that it's okay to go a different direction. It's okay to go against the norm. And it's also okay to change your mind. I'm hearing that for some of you, you have gone through a divorce recently, and maybe in your mind, you thought you get married to one person, you're married forever, you have kids, that's the way it goes. So you're bumping up against prior beliefs. You're bumping up against what you thought life was all about. Your path is now showing you that things aren't always what they are. Things don't always work out the way you plan them to work out. And I feel like there's just a really deep acceptance here, which is great, because once we get to a point of acceptance, then we can really start to move forward in a more powerful way. In the traditional tarot deck, this card, number 20, would be Judgment, which is all about reviewing the past, reviewing what is working, what isn't working. And even though the path isn't totally clear, you may not really know what direction you are going in. There's an energy of surrendering here as well, which is also really beautiful. Sometimes you get to that point where, it is what it is. It's time to surrender. I don't have the answers. I'm going to trust my intuition. I'm going to lean into spirit. I'm going to lean into divine guidance and see what comes up. So Two of Fire, the card says achievement, courage, personal power, you're on your way. This does very much feel like a solo journey. So this first big thing is really a deepening of your spirituality, a questioning of your purpose, and then really moving forward in exploring what that is for you. Who are you? What do you want at this stage in your life? Where do you want to go? What's important to you? It's reassessing your values, reassessing what's important to you. And I know there could be some fears here, because this is kind of it's a big subject to step into. It's a big area of life to step into, especially if you've never really explored your spirituality, or if you've been confined to a religion and the beliefs within that religion. It's big. Like there's a lot of space to cover here. So the other message that I would say, especially with this Druid card here, the Hold the Space, is go slowly, go at your own pace, but stay very true to you. It can be very easy to be influenced by others, so really stay very true to you. But this is empowerment, this Two of Fire. This is, again, just really trust yourself. Move slowly. I mean, we've got twos, two. We've got lots of twos. So I do feel like this is partnering with your spirit team, partnering with your soul path, your soul purpose. But this does feel like a solo journey here. We've got the Two of Water being clarified with the King of Air, balanced leadership. The card says articulate, direct, professional, speak your mind with confidence. And what I'm hearing with this is you don't need to explain yourself. If the path you're taking and the direction you're moving in, and you're exploring your beliefs, is making other people uncomfortable, that's not your problem. That's their problem. And you don't need to explain that to anyone. But be very authentic, and be very true to you. And as you get going along your spiritual path, you'll get to know yourself on a deeper level. You might notice that what you thought you believed in before, you no longer believe in. I feel like there's going to be a lot of questioning of yourself here, and that's okay. I mean, that's how we learn and grow. And perhaps your values have changed. You know, I feel like there's a lot of room for expansion here, and I think I had said I got the energy of escape here. So I feel like you're no longer confining yourself. It's like letting this bird out of the cage. You're no longer confining yourself. The rules that society has set for you, you know, you're not conforming to that. You want to explore, well, what if I live life on my terms? And what if I do my life my way? What is that going to look like? We do have some really fast moving energy coming in here with the Chariot. So, you know, staying true to yourself, staying determined to kind of see this through. This doesn't feel like a journey that you're going on. Once you decide to step further into this journey, you're not going to get off that path. You're going to continue. And it's really fun when you do that because there's huge synchronicities, you know, new doors, new people come into your awareness, other doors open. It's really amazing. Here we go. We've got the Eight of Air, the illusion of being trapped, self-sabotage, feeling powerless or victimized. You're moving out of that. This is the escaping that. Especially with letting go of whatever happened in the past, whatever, you know, failures, what you are perceiving as failures, they weren't failures. You know, they were experiences you had that you got a lot of information from, and you're now choosing to release the guilt and shame, whatever you've been holding on to, whatever has been keeping you trapped. You're letting go of all of that, and you're just being open to other ways of being. You know, that's what this is really feeling like. The other really cool thing I'm seeing here is it does feel very step by step. So once you're open to, you know what, there could be more out there, or there could be, I'm believing something different, or I'm feeling something different. Let's explore this. It's a very gradual thing. And I love this. It's not, and that's kind of how spirit works. Your guides know how much you can take. They know what you're ready for and what you're not ready for. Very rarely do your guides come in such a disruptive way. I mean, every now and then that might happen with people, but that's very rare. This feels like a very gradual, they're wanting me to say safe. It's a very gradual, safe space that you're entering into. So just follow it through. And I say that because we have 18 and then we have 20. We have twos kind of maintaining their energy. So a nice balance, a nice flow, a nice partnering of energies. You know, then we have like 7, 8. We have the 10. 8, 9, 10. It's like things are just going at a nice pace. So the first big thing is really a deep dive into becoming more authentic, a really deep dive into who you are at this stage of your life and what you believe in. So that's really beautiful. Okay. So that's huge. That is a huge, big thing. And congratulations. All right, let's see what the next big thing is. I'm trying to decide, do I want to pull new cards? Yes, let's go ahead and do that. Let's pull new cards. The spiritual technology, you know, that could also just be things you are exploring online, things you are, you know, you're Googling different concepts, possibly connecting with people online. What I want to say about this is follow your instincts. If something feels really off, stop listening to it, stop watching it. Don't fall down any rabbit holes that aren't going to serve you. Rabbit holes can be fun, but sometimes they can really get people stuck. Okay, second big thing for pile 1. Second big thing for pile 1. I'm hearing time for fun. So interesting. I would like some fun. Yes, please. All right, let's see what's coming up. So second big thing for pile 1. Let's see. I guess I don't need to do them in order, but not that there's really an order, right? Second big thing for pile 1. And thanks so much for being here. And if you enjoy this reading, please consider liking and subscribing. I appreciate it. And if you'd like to dive deeper into a personal reading, my info is below if you'd like to book a one-on-one. Okay, second big thing for pile number 1. All right, let's see what we've got here. Ooh, retirement. And I love, love, love this magenta color coming through. To me, that magenta color taps into that bridge between the physical realm and the spiritual realm. So I really love that energy. It's really grounding the two together, bringing spirit, bringing the human experience, grounding that together. But it says retirement. So maybe some of you are considering retiring or just moving forward, leaving something behind. This could also be a phase of life. This could be moving forward from a breakup or divorce. This could be recovering from illness or death in the family. But this is clearly a beginning and an ending. Here we go. We've got autumn. Release the old and rest. I really like this. So we're definitely releasing something from the past. It feels like a closing out of a chapter. And we all go through these stages. So depending on where you are in your life, there is a very clear ending. There's a very clear ending and a new chapter beginning. And with retirement, and also with this card, the release the old and rest, I feel the rest with the retirement too. So it feels like pile 1, you guys are moving into a softer phase of life. This could be you've been just through a really hard time. Life has been really rough. You're moving into a slower time, a more healed space. But I also feel like because you're able to slow down and rest, that gives you the opportunity for deeper healing too. The next card we have is number 40. It says the golden cities live ecologically and harmoniously. I feel like this is also reassessing where you are living, reassessing the way you're living your life, and how can you do this in a way that is going to bring more harmony in? How can you do this in a way that there's just a better flow? Like you're just needing to slow down. I also feel like this is going to be you taking things off your plate and really assessing what is important and what isn't, what can stay and what needs to go. We don't have to keep doing the same things. Our hobbies can change. Our likes are going to change as we grow and develop. Everything changes. This could even be wanting to change careers, realizing, you know what, this has been a great run. I've enjoyed this, but now I'm ready for something different. But whatever that something different is, it's moving at a slower pace, and it's going to feel better. Like there's just a better flow here. So let's clarify with some tarot and see what this next big thing is. So 2 rows of 4. And I'm hearing just, enjoying what you're doing. It feels like you guys are moving into a phase of life where you have committed to having more peace, having more joy, going at a slower pace, not so worried about what other people are thinking of you, and also not really caring what others' opinions of you are. Traditions, interesting. So in the regular tarot deck, this would be the Hierophant card. So the card says spirituality, ceremony, using spiritual tools. We've got a similar kind of energy here. So your first big thing was really diving deep into your spirituality, diving deeper into your beliefs. And now we're moving on to putting these beliefs into practice. You are now, at least with this first card here, you're really trusting your intuition, you're trusting your guides, and you're really trusting the universe to lead you. I feel a softening of your ego, which is great. I feel there's just a surrender energy here to, all right, universe, God, higher power, whatever you call God, whatever you call that. It's almost like a show me what's next. What do you have? Like, what do you want me to do? Where do you want me to be? I'm open to it. The way I've been doing life hasn't really served me really great, and I'm tired, and I'm surrendering. Surrender, acceptance, these are all wonderful places to be because they invite in some really beautiful energies. So let's uncover the first row. 7 of Earth. The card says, receiving the fruits of your labor, seeds well planted, and seeing results. And what is so beautiful is when we get out of our own way and we allow the universe to wow us, the universe really will wow us, and it doesn't take that much energy. So you're definitely on the right track. 9 of Water, wishes come true, fulfillment, and a love for life. And this soul journey that you are on, and this is more, I mean, we're all on a soul journey, but you are, it's that deeper dive into spirituality. It's that deeper dive into yourself and really getting very clear about what does a fulfilled life mean? What does that mean for me? You're really starting to enjoy life again. You are feeling, you're having some contentment here. You're finding some peace and some joy. Nice. And from that peace and joy, we have the Ace of Fire, which leads to inspirational ideas, new passion, creativity, and a fresh start. So far, what it feels like with this second big thing coming in is it's a new direction. It's a new direction, possibly a new way of making money, a new way of living your life. This could also be tapping into some gifts some creative gifts that you weren't even aware that you had. Also an invitation to process your energy, process, trauma through creativity. Well, look, we've got that retrograde card coming in again. It came in reverse again, although this deck you don't read reversals. So this is the Judgment card in the regular tarot. I feel the challenge here is you're going to be bumping up against self-doubt, bumping up against conditioned beliefs, bumping up against people questioning, why are you doing what you're doing? or why are you changing? I'm just going to say, beware when you start doing this work and you start living life for you. That's going to make other people very uncomfortable because you're messing things up for them, and they don't like it when you mess things up for them. People like routine. People get stuck in certain ways of being, and they want to stay there. Not everyone is ready to embrace new energy and to do things differently and to step out of tradition. People are not always good with that. And it feels like you are starting new traditions for yourself, new ways of seeing life, of living life. And again, this is really feels like leaving a religion. And that can be huge for some people. That is huge. And it really impacts the family too. So stay true to you. What else do we have going on here? We have the Three of Water. See, and I love this. So friendship, community, celebration, the need to have more fun. I think you guys have heard that like 3 times now in this reading. The need to enjoy life. What I think is really awesome here with this second big thing coming in, because you have committed to your peace, your serenity, and your enjoyment of life. You have a new soul tribe coming in. You have new people coming in, new people that resonate with you. You resonate with them. You are on a similar path. You're coming from similar backgrounds, so you're going to have a nice support system, especially if you are leaving a religion. You're going to run into people that are and have done the same thing. So you've got a new soul tribe coming in. So there could be a period of feeling a little alone or a little lost or feeling like you don't have anybody on your side. I think this is where having a creative hobby would be really nice. Having a way to channel that energy, doing something that brings you a lot of joy will be very helpful in those times where you're feeling kind of shaky or you're feeling alone or left behind. You're not left behind. You've got a whole new team coming in. And for some of you, I feel like you also, because you are making such big changes, you have new spirit guides coming in, because we have our set birth team that are with us from the day we are born till the day that we die. But we do have different guides that come in to help us through certain challenges or events in our life. And I feel like there's this second big thing, along with a new soul tribe coming in. You have new spirit guides coming in to work with you. So that feels really beautiful. Oh, we got the Queen of Water. Mastered emotions, unconditional love, emotional harmony, lighthearted, patient, fun-loving, and letting yourself laugh. I feel like I love this. I feel like you're very connected to your feelings. You're not trying to escape yourself. You're not trying to escape your past or, what you're leaving behind. You're not being Pollyanna about this. You really are embracing life, and you're being very present. You're being very aware of your feelings, and you're just choosing a different experience. You're choosing to feel lighter, to see what else life has to offer. You're also allowing yourself to be happy. Crazy, right? Allowing yourself to be happy. I think, and I was somebody like this at one point. I didn't feel that I was worthy of being happy because of many things. So you could be a person that feels like I don't deserve to be happy because of all of these horrible things going on in the world, or whatever it is for you. But I feel like you finally are like, you know what? No, I deserve to be happy. It's okay to be happy. And the more you are able to let your light shine and be authentic and live in your own joy, the beauty of that is that you lighten the energy around everyone else. So it actually is the best thing that you can do, is to really be truly happy. but you're feeling your feelings. So I love that. You're very connected to your intuition. You're very connected to your emotions, which makes it easier to connect with others on a deeper level. So if some of your relationships have been very surface level, they've been very inauthentic, you're going to be moving away from those people. It's going to become so uncomfortable to do that fake, how's the weather type of relationship. You're just not here for it. You don't have time for that. So relationships, some relationships will be strengthened and some will be severed. So that's what we have going on here. Next, we have the Seven of Water. Need to make a decision, procrastinating and wishful thinking. This is you having all of these really great ideas, being very inspired and being inspired from a divine perspective, but then you're still kind of questioning yourself. So there's a little bit of and that's okay. This is questioning yourself. This is also other people may be questioning your motives. You might be hearing a lot of, wow, you've really changed. Like, you've changed a lot. Take that as a compliment. And then again, come back into your heart space and come back. You are lit up. You are super excited. You've got really good ideas. Don't let others rain on that. Don't let others rain on that parade. But like I said, this energy is going to make other people very uncomfortable, because now you are questioning and wanting more out of life, and you're making big changes in your life. That stirs things up in other people. It makes them feel like, ooh, maybe I should be making some changes, or whatever it's going to stir up in them, but it's going to make them uncomfortable. So second big thing is the ending of some relationships, deepening of other relationships, and new energies coming in, because you are transforming. And I love that with this butterfly. We have this butterfly that looks like it's on fire. Kind of gives me the energy of the phoenix rising from the ashes. You're no longer living the status quo is not okay with you. You are ready. You are ready for this next chapter. I love this golden energy here. So imagine yourself in golden light, call in the golden ray. It's really beautiful for healing your auric field, healing trauma, healing the heart space. It helps to fill in cracks and tears in your physical body, in your auric field. So call that energy in. I feel like that will be very supportive of you as well. Wow, so pile one, we have a lot of spiritual transformation going on here. Okay, third big thing for pile one. Third big thing. What else is going on? Third big thing that pile one can expect. Third big thing for pile one. And thanks for being here. I appreciate you. I appreciate your support. And I appreciate your attention span. I'm hearing it's full on, so I don't know what's full on here, but it definitely feels like a very unwavering commitment to your transformation. And it's definitely uncharted territory for sure, for many of you. This could also be a deepening of, maybe you've been on a really deep spiritual path for a long time. This could be a deepening of that. this could be that spiritual path branching off in other directions too. All right, let's see what else we have going on here for pile 3. Third big thing, self-care. I love that. I love this blue energy coming in. So this is bringing in a lot of the blue on this butterfly. That's bringing in truth, wisdom, lots of clarity, deep intuition. It's a beautiful energy. And it's also, even though you might not know what you're doing or where you're going, you are surrounded with love, safety, patience. You are divinely led. Next, we have the hunter, track down your fears and desires. So yeah, you're going to be bumping up against a lot of fears, a lot of doubts, but also super excited about what is coming up next. And again, the blue is really standing out. Third oracle card we have here is work satisfaction. Seek that which fulfills your soul. What I have noticed with myself and with working with others, and that hummingbird standing out to me, is once you start living more authentically, it's going to become so blaring loud what is not authentic to you. So it feels like you might need to change your job. I have really noticed that things that in the past I could just, ignore, or they didn't bother me that much, or I could, just look away from it, tune it out. I can't do that anymore with some things. It's like it's so blatantly obvious that it is not in alignment with me. I can't ignore it. So I feel like there's some of that energy going on here too. But let's go ahead and clarify with some tarot. So we'll do, again, 2 rows of 4. So Spirit, what is this third big thing for pile 1? And I feel like with the self-care, I feel like you're going to have no choice but to take care of yourself. Ignoring your needs, again, that will become one of those things where you won't allow people to overstep their boundaries. You are living in a deeper alignment with yourself. So there's a lot of things that your self-care is going to be very important. It's not something you're going to overlook. You are putting yourself first. And that might bring up some feelings around, guilt or being selfish. So, look at those things as they come up, if they do. And I'm also hearing that you are not here to make other people comfortable. That's not your job. And other people don't need to be okay with what you're doing. Okay. Third big thing. What do we have going on here? We've got the 2 of air, unwilling to make a decision, pretending there is no problem, and denial. This is what I was talking about, that energy I was feeling with the work satisfaction. This is, you're not going to be able to turn a blind eye and stick your head in the sand and pretend like something isn't bothering you if it's really bothering you. Part of this, and it feels like a clarification process. Once you really are committed to becoming more authentic, working with a spirit team, doing all of that, it's a clarification process. And like I was saying, anything that is not in alignment with you is going to become so obviously uncomfortable and clear that this is not going, this isn't in alignment with me anymore, and you won't be able to ignore it. But you might try. That's okay. You might try. I still do that from time to time. Next, we have the Knight of Earth, seeking prosperity, hardworking, persistent, finish what you started. So this finish what you started, that's kind of a conditioning belief that many cultures and religions will teach you. You have to see things through. So you get married, you're committed for life. You go to school to work to do a particular thing, you're committed to that for life. That's not true. I think there are seasons for everything. Not all relationships are going to work out. Not all careers are a one and done thing. Just maybe you went to school to become a lawyer and you're deciding this is totally out of alignment and you decide to do something different. That's totally okay. I do feel like this has to do with how you're making your money. So this could be a change of how you make your money, what you're doing for a living. It could also be considering going back to school. Let's see what else comes up here. Yeah, so we've got the Eight of Water here. The card says the desire to move on, searching for deeper meaning. This could be a divorce or a breakup. And we said with the last big thing that relationships would be ending. There would be new people coming in. Some relationships would be strengthened and others would be severed. This, to me, I'm feeling more in regards to work. So, and with the Four of Water, the card says self-doubt, taking things personal, introspection, not seeing an opportunity. I feel like this is people questioning you, like, why are you doing this? You've got a good thing going. You've got a good job. Things are really working out. Why are you making so many changes? What's going on with you? I feel like that's the type of energy that this card is representing, and that's causing you to maybe kind of waver a little bit and really question yourself. And that's totally okay. Question yourself, but then go back into your heart. Go back into your intuition. Ask your guides for signs. What changes do I need to be making now? What direction do I need to go in? This does feel like work. Let's see what else we have going on. So, Seven of Air, dishonesty, deception, more going on than meets the eye, secrets and manipulation. So this is where things can get kind of tricky. It's almost kind of like when you start clarifying who you are and your purpose, it's like a fog is lifted from you, a cloud is lifted from you. This is also the energy that makes it easier to connect with your guides and guardians. It's almost like you're able to stick your head through the veil and see things for what they really are. So there could be some very uncomfortable truths that you start to see and notice. When things are being clarified, all of the lies and deceit, they're going to come out. They're going to come up. And some of these could be lies that you've just been telling yourself about you. They could be lies that you've been telling yourself that have kept you in the job that you're at, or that have kept you in the relationship that you are in. And you're now realizing, I can't continue to justify things or lie to myself and pretend like things are okay when they're really not. So this can be kind of a hard energy to go through, but it's really beautiful because it's going to bring you to the truth. It's a clarification process. And I did say with that blue energy coming in and surrounding you, this is truth. It's wisdom. It's learning. It's seeing things differently. So Page of Water, learning intuition. The card says sensitivity, lightheartedness, finding magic, your daydreams lead to successful ideas. I feel like this could be, if you are seeking a change of employment, pay attention to your intuition. This is being divinely led to a new job. This is the more time you can spend in joy and happiness, the more clarity you get. It's weird how that works. It makes sense as you get working with this new energy. But it's kind of how the universe works with the frequency of joy. I mean, it just really does. So the more joyful you are, the more doors open for you. So, and again, I'm not feeling the need for you guys to rush into anything. This is more of like a clarification, kind of reviewing, noticing where you're feeling discomfort, noticing, do I need to, maybe I just need to apply for a different position with work. Maybe I need to go back to school for something. Maybe I'm interested in something new. So here we go. Yep, this is what I was feeling. Perspective. Card number 12. It says an awakening or an epiphany, looking at things differently and lightening up. In the regular tarot, this would be the Hanged Man. And when I see the Hanged Man, this is not the energy to rush into something. You're not rushing into anything. You're not making any big changes right now, but you are really getting very clear on what is working and what is not working. That's becoming very obvious to you. So just pay attention to that. I feel like this third big thing so far, it's just, like I said, it's a clarification. It's getting very clear on what is working and what is not working, and also noticing the new doors that are opening up. I also feel like this is processing through, it's almost like the sediment, it's like the shit that's been there that was easy to ignore or dismiss, and now you see it very clearly for what it is, and now the choice is like, what are you going to do with that? How are you going to move through this? Ten of Fire. The card says burnout, taking on too much responsibility and needing help from others. So I feel like these cards are really going together here. So don't make any major decisions. We're clarifying, we're noticing what is working and what is not working, but we're also processing truths coming out. We're processing I want to call it hidden truth, because it's like you've bought into lies, and now all of these truths are emerging. And that's going to take some time to kind of sort through. It's also going to cause you to question yourself and to question everything. And I think that's good. That's a good energy to be in. But don't allow that to overwhelm you or consume you. When you start to feel very overwhelmed, or you're just feeling really frustrated, tap back into that heart space, that going back into joy, connecting with your hobbies and activities, but making note of what is not working for you. So that's what I have for you, pile one. Very clearly, you guys are escaping from lies and truth. You are the phoenix rising from the ashes. You are moving forward. You are no longer okay with the status quo. Huge transformations are ahead for you in all areas of life. So blessings to you, pile one. Hey, pile two, welcome in. So let's look at 3 big things coming in for you. 3 big things that you can expect. So let's go ahead and pull some oracle cards, and then we'll clarify them with tarot. So welcome in, pile 2. What is going on with pile 2? 3 big things for pile 2. So first big thing. First big thing. I'm hearing acceptance. That has been a big theme lately, which is beautiful. I did a short video on acceptance. You can find it on my channel. If I remember, I'll tag it on here, but I might not remember. All right. One more card, or one more deck, and then we will see what's going on. Pile 2, welcome in. Thanks so much for being here. All right, one more card here. What do we have going on? Let me move these over here. First big thing. Heavenly signs. I love this. So connecting with spirit, connecting with loved ones that have passed on. I'm also really feeling being very present, slowing down. Sun, beautiful. Enjoy success and happiness. Spiritual technology, expand your imagination and share your visions. There's definitely a dreamy energy here, focused on success and happiness, focused on really being very present and focused on you. It feels very gentle. You're very open to new experiences. So let's clarify with some tarot and see what this first big thing is. So we're going to do 2 rows of 4. So pile 2, first big thing. What's going on here? 2 rows of 4, please. Interesting that I cut the deck like that. I don't normally do that. But this is kind of a big, these are big cards. I definitely feel some determination here, determination to maybe take a different route. This could be just maybe taking a trip, exploring, connecting with nature, connecting maybe with different cultures, learning something new regarding foreign travel or other cultures, other ways of being. Let's see what we have going on. We have a card with cats. So 7 of water. So this deck has animals being represented on each card. So I think it's like connecting with spirit animals as well. So 7 of water, Maine Coon kittens. It's time to stop procrastinating and make a decision so that you can move forward with a priority. If you need to do more research, then do so, but don't overthink the situation. Listen to your heart. So a 7 of water. Yeah, so what is it that you are, it does feel like you guys are wanting, it does kind of feel like taking a trip. I wonder if this 3 of wands, the charm, if this is going to tie into this first big thing. We'll see. This does kind of feel like wanting to take a trip. There's something you're wanting to do. You feel like you need to do more research. You don't have enough information. Don't overthink this, because sometimes that needing to have all the facts will keep you stuck, because I don't feel like we ever have all of the facts. Sometimes you just have to take what you know and then move forward with it. We have the 4 of air. The card has a koala on it. It says, thoroughly think things through before making a decision. Continuing to overanalyze isn't going to get you any closer to a resolution, but meditation and prayer will bring the answers you seek. This can be just exhausting yourself mentally by going over things over and over and over again. So what is it that you're wanting? What is on your mind? We'll get some more clarity on this too. This can also be just needing a break. I do feel like this first big thing to me is saying take a break, like a long break. If you can do like a month vacation, I would, if it's that type of energy, really needing to disconnect for a while so that you can reconnect with yourself. Slowing down your mind, giving your mind a break. What else do we have here? 8 of air. I just really feel like so far, pile 2, you guys just need a break. 8 of air. It says bunting. It's so easy to convince yourself that you're trapped when you really aren't. Trust that God will lift you to new heights and give you greater self-confidence if you affirm your freedom. So this feels almost like you're considering moving out of a situation. But I feel like you need space away from that, whatever that situation is, or if this is a relationship, needing time away from that to get the clarity. Sometimes when you're too close to something, it's too hard to get information. It's almost kind of like when I try to read for myself. It's hard for me to get clarity on me because I'm too close to me. So this feels like a need for space, time for you to connect with yourself, disconnect from the world, disconnect from your relationships, moving in out of your normal routine. And I think that's what's so great about taking vacations is it moves you out of your routine and it makes it a lot easier to be present. And because you are outside of your normal space and place, it gives you a nice buffer so that you're more open to your intuition, you're more open to new ideas. This really does feel like just needing to get out of your headspace. Four of water. We have the tortoise. Your responsibilities may distract you from noticing all the gifts that you have been blessed with. Be open to investigating opportunities that come your way. So far to me, what this is saying, this first big thing is disconnecting from your everyday life. Take a break. Even if you can only do it for a day, go stay in a hotel somewhere, go stay outside of your house. I feel like pile 2, you guys need a break from your daily routine in order to get clarity. And also it's like that daily routine is keeping you stuck. I do feel like there is a situation or clarity that is needed. But it's so easy to get caught up in the everyday, going to work, doing chores, doing this, and then there's that sense of, oh, I'll deal with that tomorrow. You're really being asked to deal with it now. So take a break. You need to have fun. Listen to your guides, connect with your intuition, maybe explore, maybe just Google some different areas, Google some different, I don't know, some different cultures, what is exciting to you? What are you interested in? What would you like to know more about? Because it does feel like there is a sense of there's something missing, but I'm not quite sure what that is. And there is a desire to learn something more. Let's see what's underneath it. So we've got the King of Earth coming in. I love this. Compassionate, accomplished, charismatic, grounded. And the card has an Irish cob horse. Everything's going to turn out great. Projects will be stunningly successful. Exciting new career opportunities are possible, and money or resources that come your way will be invested wisely. With all of this energy up here about thinking and researching and exploring, this could be a desire to go back to school. This could be a desire to learn something more, learn something new. So what is that for you? Let's I just want to see what else we have going on here. So we've got, yeah, lots of air signs. I feel like pile 2, I probably have maybe a lot of air signs here. We've got the Queen of Water coming in, compassionate, loving, giving, and very psychic. Being represented by the swan. This is a time of deep emotions, heightened intuition that you can trust completely. Be mindful you don't ignore your own needs while caring for others. I do definitely feel a lot of, this is a very responsible energy. You are very much invested in caring for other people. You are probably the person that everybody turns to when they need something or want something, but at the same time, you need and want things too. I do feel like pile 2, the first big thing is you need a vacation. You need solo time out, time by yourself. This is what this is really, really feeling like. And I think part of that is your spirit team is really wanting to talk to you. They're really wanting to give you some signs, some new ideas. I do feel like, and I feel like you probably have a sense of this, like there's something coming in, like there's, but because you are so busy in your everyday life, you're not engaging with your team. So I feel like solo time out, even if it's a night or a day or an afternoon where you turn off your phone, you are not responsible for anybody, and you can be in a space where you can um, only think about you. See, we've got the Knight of Air coming in here too. Decisive, focused, driven, impulsive. We have a thoroughbred horse. Do all the animals have crowns? I'm just noticing, like the swan has a crown, both the horses have crowns. Interesting. Get ready for progress to speed up. The situation requires you to choose logic and intellect over emotion and make your decisions quickly. What is it that you're needing to make a decision on? Your happiness, your success and happiness, the success and happiness of others. I do feel like there is a lot of confusion here. There's definitely a lot of and it's almost like your thoughts aren't even your thoughts. I feel like pile 2, this first big thing is definitely separating yourself from others, from what others want for you or from you. Really getting clear on what is it that makes you happy. If you could do anything you wanted to do, if you had all the money in the world, what would you do? If you had no responsibilities, no one that needed you for anything, what would you do? I feel like pile 1, that's the first big thing. Getting very clear on what does success and happiness look like for you. We have the Ace of Air coming in, being represented by the panda. Implementation of your brilliant new idea may get off to a rocky start, but keep going. The challenges will help you refine your plan and reshape your goals into something better. And I think for some of you, you know exactly what it is that you want to do. But it will mean being selfish. Selfish is okay. There's nothing wrong with that. That's taking care of you. This really feels very personal to you. This is taking care of yourself, getting very clear on what it is that will improve your health, that will improve your well-being. And I keep seeing somebody just going to the gym, making the time to go to the gym. But then you've got family being like, well, we do this at that time, or who's going to cook dinner, or who's going to do, whatever. It can be something that simple. But this is such a big thing for you because this is not something that you've allowed yourself to do. So really get clear on what do you need to make yourself healthier, happier. What does success look like for you? So if you are wanting to become healthier or lose weight, what does that look like? Define success in that area. If you are wanting to strengthen a relationship or build a new relationship, what does success look like in that area of life? But this is really pulling your energy back, stepping into your power, and taking action from a place that will improve you. This is not about anybody else. This is you connecting with your guides, your teachers, your intuition. We have a lot of air, a lot of thought and clarity, and we have a lot of water, which is health, healing your physical body, connecting with spirit. So first big thing, and for some of you, this might not seem like a big thing, but if you are somebody that has never put yourself first, it's going to be very uncomfortable to put yourself first and to make yourself a priority. So you're asking to make yourself a priority. I feel like that's where the Pentacle is coming in. The Pentacle talks about bringing balance to your physical body, bringing balance to, your mind, your body, your thoughts, all of it. It also represents each direction, so north, south, or east. I have to think of it the way I call them, the directions: east, south, west, and north. Having balance in all directions, all areas of life. Having clarity with your thoughts, which is the air element. Having clarity and direction with action, which is fire energy. Being able to feel and have compassion and love for yourself, and also letting things go, which is water energy. And having balance and grounding and wisdom with earth energy. So really, this first big thing is really asking you to get very balanced. You only have one earth card here. The rest, you've got a lot of air and you've got a lot of water here. There is really, other than this sun card here, there's no fire. There's no really defined action signs here. So the need for more fire and more earth, more grounded, and more action. So get very selfish. This first big thing is get very selfish and get very clear on what health and happiness and success and joy mean to you. I feel like pile 2, your energy, you guys are definitely caretakers. You're, mothers, fathers, providers. You could be nurses as well. You're people that really care for other people, at oftentimes the detriment of your well-being. Okay, so next big thing for pile 2. Second big thing for pile 2. So you get very clear, you get very healthy, you get very, you're selfish, you're making time for yourself. Now what? Next big thing for pile 2. So let's go ahead and pull a new set of oracle cards, and then we'll clarify with the tarot. Thanks for being here, pile 2. I do really love your guys' energy. It's very compassionate, caring, loving, generous to a fault. Okay, so next big thing for pile 2. Whoa, that one just wanted to. Oh, hey, were we just talking about exercise and health? And there we go. It's also interesting the way that I'm pulling these cards. So I do feel like mixing things up, getting out of your normal routine, maybe creating a new routine. All right, let's see what's going on. Next big thing for pile 2. So we have new exercise program. So really getting into your body, being very physical, taking physical action. I'm also hearing removing yourself from toxic situations. Exercising your faith, exercising your ability to discern, exercising boundaries. There's a lot coming in here, and the purple's really standing out to me. So this is connecting in with your crown chakra, connecting in with your higher self, trusting your gut, allowing your intuition to guide you. Let's see what else we have. Broken arrow, embrace the energy of peace. What does that mean for you? What does peace feel like? And I was picking up with the first big thing, really needing to rest, feeling tired, feeling exhausted, not being able to maintain that way of being. And I'm feeling that with this card here too. So slowing down, taking things off your plate, delegating things to others so that you can find some peace. You have the energy of peace. Again, you have the energy to take care of you and to make time for you. Third card we have here is homes. Live in an ecological, creative, and fun space. Yeah, how can you bring more fun into you and tap into that creativity? And what does creativity even look like for you? I love all the rainbow energy. It does feel like your life really could use an infusion of excitement, joy, color, just fun, the need for more fun. And maybe that's where this carousel horse is going to come in, tapping into that childlike energy, that playful, joyful energy, doing things just for the fun of doing things. Okay, let's go ahead and pull some tarot. So two rows of 4 cards. Second big thing for pile 2. Second big thing for pile 2. The cards are almost not even wanting to come out here, which is interesting. And it's almost like you're fighting against having fun. You're fighting against change. Like things aren't necessarily working super great for you, but you're really pushing against doing things differently. So what's up with that? Okay, try new things. I keep hearing that. So 8 of water, we have the energy of kangaroo coming in. It's easy to convince yourself that you're trapped when you really aren't. Trust that source will lift you to new heights and give you greater self-confidence if you affirm your freedom. We had a similar, I don't think it was the same card, but we had a similar energy. Why are you feeling trapped? What is trapping you? I really feel like this is an invitation to free yourself, to free up your time, to free up your energy. But this is a strong need to do things differently, to get a different routine, to maybe cut some things out of your routine, to simplify it a little bit, so that you can make time for you. Queen of Air. Nice. Okay, so I feel like this is the energy that you're being asked to embody here, which is experienced, self-sufficient, brilliant, funny. We have the leopard, again with a crown. All your life experiences have prepared you for this moment of truth. It's time to declutter your home, clear away situations that aren't working for you anymore, and disengage from people who create more drama than happiness. This really does feel like a clarification. And again, it kind of ties into that first big thing of getting really selfish. What is it that you need to do for you? And with all of the crowns, I mean, to me, that is, you're worthy of putting yourself first. You are worthy of your wants and desires. You are worthy of your peace. And maybe you feel like it's very unloving and unkind to cut ties with people that just bring in drama, but it really isn't. You are actually doing them a favor, and you're doing yourself a favor. What is that word when you're like codependent on somebody or they're codependent on you? It's not helpful. Sometimes people need to fall flat on their face before they can, really get back on track. And that's not your job to sort out other people's crap. Okay, so we have the 8 of Earth. Nice. I like this one. There's definitely an energy here of bettering yourself and, learning, growing, developing new skills, and it's almost like expanding your mind, like you're using your brain more, you're thinking more for yourself, you're learning new things, you're stepping out of your comfort zone, and it's creating all of these new neural pathways and connections. I just feel like a lot of firing up in the mind. It's almost like reconnecting with your God spark. It feels like that. So Parrot, the card says, it's the perfect time to learn all you can by returning to school, taking a seminar, conducting research. Do your best work, and the law of attraction will bring you the prosperity and career advancement. And I don't even feel like this is learning necessarily for career advancement or anything like that. It's almost for your own pleasure and your own enjoyment. What is it that you would like to learn more about? You know, this could be taking a seminar or doing something fun. I don't even necessarily feel like this is changing careers or anything like that, but I'm also feeling like this is more being physically creative. So maybe like taking a dance class, or, you know, you're learning a new type of, I don't know, maybe you're learning how to paddleboard or something. Like it's learning how to do something new, but like a physical activity is what this kind of feels like. And that would tie in really well with new exercise program. But it's something that you really enjoy. It helps you to connect with yourself. Again, it will force you to make time for you. So this is a hobby. This is something that you are doing just for you. Yeah, let's see what else comes in. We have 5 of air. So we have, it says collie dog. Your current path isn't leading you toward the happiest possible outcome, so why not change it? Always maintain integrity and compassion, but be alert to the hidden agendas of others. I do feel like there are very strong people in your life that are very controlling, and they're really good at manipulating you, especially around guilt. Yeah, I mean, the 5 of air energy, that's a no-win situation. Those type of difficult people. So we have 2 different types of, or 2 different cards talking about cutting out difficult people. These are going to be manipulative people. These are going to be people that are really good at making you feel guilty, or, you know, they use your kindness. They use your kindness against you. And these are people that it doesn't matter what you do, they'll never be happy. Some of these I feel like are family members. Some of these are friends. I feel like the second big thing is you setting boundaries for yourself. And again, it's creating a buffer. Like, this is my time. This is now what I'm doing for me. I'm going to take this class. I'm going to do this thing that physically removes you from your home, that physically removes you from everyone. This is something you're doing just for you. You're not bringing any other family members along with you. This is something just for you. It's a timeout just for you. Second big thing kind of is going along with the first big thing, but this is way out of your comfort zone. So I do feel like this is really going to stretch you guys. Let's see what else we have here. Oh, look at the cute cow. It says 7 of earth. We have cow. It says the planning, resources, and efforts you've invested in your dream will reap great rewards. In the meantime, have patience and meditate on your next steps. What I really feel like with this card here is that this is you creating that space and those boundaries for you, and you're sticking to it. So whether that's you saying, you know, on this day at this time, I'm going to the gym, I'm going to this class. This is you actually making that plan, and you're going to follow through with it. You need this distance. You need to create this time away from everyone else. And it's going to bring you a lot of clarity. It's going to bring you a lot of joy and happiness. You're going to feel more balanced. You're going to feel more imaginative, more colorful. You're going to meet some new people. You're going to start to see things very differently. Next, we have Knight of Water. Romantic, flirtatious, introspective, enchanting. We have a cute little frog with a crown and a magic wand. I love that. Some sacred geometry going on. It feels like the flower of life back here in the background. It says a deeply emotional and probably romantic experience will sweep you off your feet. Things can move very quickly during such whirlwind encounters. So stay balanced and make decisions with both your heart and your intellect. And I feel like this is, because we've got the Queen of Air, and I feel like this is the energy you're being asked to step into. I feel like this is you falling in love with yourself, falling in love with your life, and realizing, holy shit, my life isn't about pleasing everyone. I have desires, dreams, goals, and things that I enjoy that maybe, you know, the rest of my family and friends don't enjoy doing, and that's okay. And I'm going to embrace that. I feel like this is really an invitation to connect with yourself in a deeper way and really love yourself, falling in love with life, falling in love with you, and also learning a lot about you. Like, oh my gosh, I didn't realize I would enjoy doing that. I've been so stuck in this rut. I've been so stuck in doing things the same way. I didn't realize this would bring me so much joy. So, you know, you're learning a lot about you. King of Earth, compassionate, accomplished, charismatic, and grounded. Did we have this one in the last one? The last big thing? Irish cob horse. Everything's going to turn out great. Projects will be stunningly successful. Exciting new career opportunities are possible, and money or resources will come that come your way will be invested wisely. I feel like this is you investing your time in yourself wisely. And all of the richness and abundance that comes from that. This is time, you investing your time into you. And you're going to meet some new people too, as well. So new friendships, new connection. But this is really just enjoying life and having a lot of satisfaction with your life, having a lot of satisfaction with yourself. Again, the second big thing is you taking action for you. So, you know, the first big thing you're getting clarity on what it is that you want to do, what is going to bring you peace, happiness, and joy, and now you're taking action on it. You're actually following through. So we have the Three of Air. The card says rose-breasted grosbeak. Then you have two little birds here. Sadness is a part of life, but you don't have to endure it alone. You may need a little time to heal, but once you work your way through the emotions, you'll be stronger than before. And I feel like with this Five of Air, this is dealing with the difficult people. This is, you know, enforcing those boundaries, cutting those ties. And, you know, there could be some friendships and partnerships that are severed here. But that, you know, it's okay. And of course, there's going to be some grief and some sadness that might come in around this, but it's really okay. Because you are taking charge of yourself and your happiness and your joy. And these are relationships that were really one-sided anyway. So, second big thing here, taking action towards your peace and your happiness, to your physical well-being. And at the beginning of this reading, I was seeing the color of this group as being very dull and very dimmed. These steps are going to really light you up and bring color back into your life, bring a lot of joy back into your life. So you're taking action. I would love to hear what it is that you guys decide to take action on. What are you doing to care for you? And these are going to be things that take you outside of your house, outside of your usual friend group, most likely solo. This is going to be solo activity that you're doing for yourself. It could be in groups, but you're not taking a friend along with you. You know, you're doing this on your own. I'd love to hear what it is that you're doing. And that could also be represented here with this Three of Wands. This is moving in a new direction, living your life a different way. This could also be foreign travel too, but this is you taking action. And you're moving in a different direction than what you normally do. Okay, third big thing. What's the third big thing for pile 2? Third, we're on the third, yes. Third big thing. And thanks so much for being here, pile 2. And I will also thank you for your attention span. I think having, being able to give attention to things is important. Longer than 60 seconds of attention, I think, is important. It goes along with that firing up of your brain. You know, it's like when you learn new things, like your brain develops different neural pathways or connections. I'm really feeling that with you guys. Okay, third big thing happening for pile 2. Third big thing. I didn't like that. Let's try that again. Okay, I guess they're just pulling weird. It's like the universe is just asking you to do things really different. Allow things to be weird. Allow yourself to be weird. You know, I'm really noticing the owls. So there's owls on the back of the tarot deck. We've got the owl here. We've got the butterfly here, the wings. It's like allowing yourself to tap into your inner wisdom, allowing your soul and the universe to guide you, surrendering a little bit, you know, rising above. Flying away. Okay, so third big thing for pile 2. Connecting in with your imagination too. I mean, that's going to be big. And what did you like to do as a kid for fun? Connect in with that energy. Oh my gosh. So the card says, take the next step now. Not later, not when whatever happens, like you're doing it now. Oh my gosh, didn't you guys just have this card? Sun, or was this the first card you guys got? I feel like we're just going to get the same message again. Sun, enjoy success and happiness. What is success and happiness? And what is the next step that you need to take towards that success and happiness? Work satisfaction. Seek that which fulfills your soul. That to me feels huge. What fulfills your soul? When you were a kid, what was it that you wanted to grow up and do? You know, what was that? What brought you joy as a kid? We can get a lot of clues as to what our soul purpose is by tapping into that energy too. Wow. So what brings you success and happiness? And that's going to be outside of your friends and family group, your peer group. I really feel like this is a journey that you guys are taking on your own. You're taking responsibility for your health and happiness. All right, so 2 rows of 4 cards. What does pile 2 need to know about the third big thing? I'm hearing take responsibility for yourself now. For some of you, you know, you might really be fighting depression and sadness and a lot of heavy emotions, not realizing that a lot of that depression and sadness is coming from your people pleasing and your constant being available to really demanding people. Okay, let's see what we get. And again, this is a collective read, so take what resonates, leave the rest. If you would like to explore something on a one-on-one, my information is below and you can book a session and we can look at what's going on with you personally. You know, and it's just one thing, doing one thing differently. You know, it doesn't have to be changing everything all at once. Okay, let's see what we have in this first row. We have the Page of Earth. Oh, we got the Queen of Air coming up again. I do feel like this is you guys. We've got the King of Air. This is definitely bringing a wholeness to you. So we have the integrating the masculine and the feminine of this air energy. And then we've got the Eight of Air. Okay, so let's take a look at this. Page of Air. Oh, a cat, another crown. Cheerful, reliable, intelligent, and mischievous. A tabby cat. A wonderful opportunity related to your work or education, such as a promotion or scholarship, is coming your way. Seize this chance to learn something exciting or start a more rewarding and uplifting career. The other thing that I am really hearing from this too is, you know, be proud of your accomplishments. Be proud of who you are. Be proud of what you've done. Even if nobody else is, you know, flaunt that a little bit. Be very proud of that. You know, you've worked really hard for your accomplishments. And it's okay to let your light shine too. So here we go with that Queen of Air, and I already read about her, but brilliant, funny, experienced, self-sufficient. She's also lots of clarity here with the Queen of Air. She's strategic. She knows what's best for herself, and what's best for her is going to bless everyone around her too. She's a very balanced energy. Then we also have the King of Air. Intelligent, impartial, respected, unemotional. And we have the humpback whale, again wearing a crown. At this time, it's very important that you communicate clearly, be objective and unemotional, and act as professionally as possible. If you need advice, seek out the most experienced expert you can find. I also feel like, you know, if you're needing therapy or counseling or ideas on how to deal with difficult people in your life, you know, seek out that help. But this is also you really standing up for yourself and you really saying, you know, and it's interesting, we're leaving out the emotions here because sometimes those emotions can shame and guilt us into doing things that we don't want to do. You're being very unemotional about this. You're really putting yourself first. You're making that priority and you're communicating this very clearly. You're making it very clear why you're doing what you're doing, why you're making the choices that you're making, and why you're setting the boundaries that you're setting. You're really taking a stand for yourself. This is definitely standing up for yourself. So, you know, third big thing here is you are taking charge of yourself. You're standing up for yourself. And in doing so, it's setting you free. I think we had this card too. The Eight of Air talks about feeling trapped and feeling stuck, but that's just a way of seeing it. It's not the reality of it. You were trapping yourself. So third big thing is setting yourself free. And I really feel that too with this charm, this Three of Wands. This is a guy that's about to go on an adventure. He's stepping into the unknown. He's taking action. He's moving forward. You know, who knows what's going to happen, but it's an energy that's is the word inhibited? It's not an inhibited energy. It's not a, oh, I wonder what so-and-so will think of me, or I hope I hope by taking this action, it's not going to hurt anybody's feelings. It's not that. This person's like, I'm going on an adventure. I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm just going to go for it. I feel like this third big thing here is really asking you to just go for it. Stand up for yourself. get very clear on what it is that you want. You're taking the next step now. You're not waiting any longer. You're really putting yourself first. We have Six of Earth. We have a kiwi. It says your success and prosperity have allowed you to pay off debts, acquire wise loans, or receive a grant or scholarship. In return for these blessings, be sure to share the wealth with others through donations of time or money, or to reputable charities. The other thing I was thinking, or I was feeling with the last set of 4 cards we did, I was seeing people connecting with others in community settings, with charities, with organizations that represent your beliefs, and getting really involved with those charities, and that bringing you a lot of joy. So you're giving back, you are doing for others, but on a really big scale, and that's bringing you a lot of joy. So for some of you, I feel like you are taking your intelligence and your know-how, and you are incorporating that in with a charitable organization or events that better other people. And that brings you a lot of happiness and joy as well. So for some of you, I feel like that's what you're doing. Oh, look at this. We've got 9 of Earth. We have a ragdoll cat. I love these cats. Your success has brought you financial security and the reward of much deserved time off to enjoy your own company. You may suddenly have a brilliant idea for a business or self-employment opportunity that will be very successful. I feel like the third big thing here, I feel like there's a calling here to start a new business, start a charity. You're doing something different. You are, with the last big thing, you were investing your time into you. You're now investing your money and your intellectual property, your skills into something. You're investing into something that will benefit you, but it also blesses the highest good of those around you. So Pile 2, you are very intelligent people. You have a lot of money and resources. The other thing I'm feeling here too is this feels more like with maybe some of you have inherited money, you came into money, maybe you come from money, which means you might have a lot of people wanting to take from you. They're wanting to take your money, or they're wanting to be your friend because they think that you have something that you can offer them. Probably, money. They want your money. Being very, I think that's just be cautious of that. And I feel like if you're channeling your money into your money and resources into charitable, whatever that is for you, that will be very satisfying, and I think you'll be less likely to give to, I don't know, these people that are just that are just using you for money. I feel like that's important to say for some of you. We have the Queen of Water, compassionate, loving, giving, and psychic. This, I feel like, is you also. We've got the Swan. This is a time of deep emotions, heightened intuition that you can trust completely. Be mindful that you don't ignore your own needs while caring for others. And again, I think we had this card. It's just a reminder to follow your gut instincts. If something feels off, listen to that. And I feel like this is speaking to what I was just talking about people coming into your life or being in your life because they want what you have. So be very mindful of that. Trust your intuition. Trust it, trust it, trust it. And then we have the Knight of Air, decisive, focused, driven, impulsive, thoroughbred horse. Get ready for progress to speed up. The situation requires you to choose logic and intellect over emotion and make your decisions quickly. I feel like once you start standing in your power, you've set those boundaries, you're making yourself a priority, I feel like things are just going to fall into place. If you're wanting to start a new business, this new charity, will benefit others. Things are just going to take off and fall into place. But the other cool thing is the more you do this, the easier it's going to be to do. And I feel for you guys, this is a lot of deep satisfaction, and fulfillment, and you are still staying true to that desire to care for others and be there for others, but you're doing it on a larger scale, and you're doing it in a much healthier way. So it's almost like your purpose and what you were doing for your health and happiness is also blessing a lot of other people. So 3 big things. They're all kind of a little similar, but a little different. Really beautiful. I'd love to hear, are you starting a new charity? Are you starting a new business? What's going on? I'd love to hear what you are building and what you are creating here. This is a very unique group of people in this pile. Very beautiful. So blessings to you all, and we'll see you soon. So welcome in pile 3. We are looking at 3 big things coming your way. So thanks so much for being here. Let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to pull 3 oracle cards, and then we'll clarify it with tarot. So thanks for being here. If you don't know who I am, I'm Heather with Heather's Healing. And if you like this reading, please like and subscribe. I appreciate it. Okay, so 3 big things coming your way. And with the charms that were picked out, that leads me to wonder if we are looking at relationships, like romantic relationships. So it'll be interesting to see what comes up. First big thing. So this is the first big thing for pile 3. So 3 big things coming your way. Major things. It could be changes. Who knows? Let's see what's coming up for pile 3. It feels like you guys are definitely going to be tested to step out, or encouraged to step out of your comfort zone. And it almost feels like the universe is going to create some maybe uncomfortable situations or something here. That's kind of what I'm feeling. But let's see what comes up. So first big thing for pile 3. Let's take a look at the oracle cards and see what we have here. So body changes. So, I mean, that could be uncomfortable things. With all of the orange here on this card, that's telling me we're talking about transformation and change, connecting to the sacral chakra, connecting in deeper to creativity, inspiration, maybe just being more present and in your body than what you normally are. Grounding. Then we have the card, it says Lord, take charge with authority. So invitation to take charge, be in control. We'll see what else comes up here. You know, first I thought this looked like a serpent, but now that I'm looking at it again, it looks more like a goat or a sheep head. But that for me was tapping into like Kundalini energy, creative energy, transformation and change. This card is card number 1. It says the population sees your opportunities. Ooh, so this could be an invitation to move in a different direction. Maybe it's taking on a new job. I'm really liking the orange though. We've got orange and yellow is really standing out to me. So that is empowerment, standing in your power, being very authentic in your actions and taking actions that are going to benefit your growth and transformation, basically. So let's go ahead and pull 2 rows of cards, 4 cards, 2 rows of 4 cards is what I'm trying to say. All right, so first big thing for pile 1. So inviting in your spirit guides to be here with me now. Inviting in the energy of those that picked pile 3. Let's see what we get here. It does feel like some very physical changes. I will say it feels like there's a really nice flow here. The cards are pulling really easily. It feels very peaceful and relaxing here. So let's see what's going on pile 3. First big thing. So we've got the King of Cups here, which to me is speaking about being very balanced emotionally, being very connected into your into your emotions, very connected to your intuition, to your spiritual team. So it feels like spiritually you're very solid. It feels like you're really connected. We have the Ace of Wands in reverse. So this to me feels like, oh look, and here we've got the snake here. This almost feels like divine inspiration that you are, maybe you're ignoring, action that you don't want to take. Let's see what else we have. And with that snake, again, that is to me tapping more into that, into the sacral chakra, into creativity, transformation and change that you are avoiding. It's action that you're avoiding. We have the Judgment card in reverse. So Judgment is you're being asked to reassess, you're being asked to review, you're being asked to look at how far you've come, where you're at now. It's reassessing your next move, but I feel like you're avoiding doing that. There's definitely an energy here of going against your guidance, going against your intuition. Let's see what else is going on here. We have the Five of Cups, but it is in reverse, so I really like this. So this could have been just a period of time where you were going through a lot of grief, sadness, loss. You're coming out of that, and now it's time to reconnect with yourself. This could be you just emotionally and physically weren't in a place to act on this divine inspiration, or it could be through the loss that you have went through or the transformation that you were going through. You received a lot of divine inspiration. You got a lot of clarity on the direction that you want to move in, and maybe now is the time that you're going to feel more ready to take action. Interesting. I was wondering if this was going to be about relationships. I mean, of course, it is in a way, but I was thinking more romantic. We'll see what these cards are down here, but this feels like reconnecting to your heart after a period of loss and grief. It's almost like you had to kind of mute yourself or put yourself on pause as you were going through this change. What did this card say? Take charge with authority. Yeah, it almost feels like you haven't been able to really stand in your power, stand in your authority because of what you were going through, because of the grief that you were going through. Let's see what else we have here. So we have Seven of Wands. This to me is definitely the feeling of taking charge, taking action, standing in your authority, doing what's best for you. This really feels like a call to action, especially with this card here with body changes, to take really good care of yourself physically, make your body a bigger priority, and take action towards healing your body, take action towards bringing your body into better balance. It feels like there's just been a lot of grief, loss, and heaviness that had been going on. You're coming out of that now. And your body, it's taking a toll on your body. That's really what I'm feeling here. Here's the Three of Swords again. So I'm also going to say here, take good care of your heart, cardiovascular health. If you have a history of problems with your heart, maybe this is an opportunity or just a call to action to go and have a physical done or go and see your doctor about your heart, because we have two heart charms that we pulled with this. We have the Ace of Cups, which is tapping into heart chakra. It's tapping into emotions and abundance. And now we've got another heart here. Definitely pile 3, you're moving through a lot of grief. You're moving through a lot of sadness. But you're moving out of that. You're coming into a place where things are smoothing out a little bit. But this grief and this heartache has definitely taken a toll on your heart. You've kind of shut things down. You've shut down your heart. You've just kind of shut down. And that could be what this charm was representing, this heart with the chains on it. Shutting down your emotions, shutting down your connection with others. So this is an invitation and an opportunity to slowly open up your heart space, reassess where you are physically, what's going on with you physically, especially with this the body changes card. I definitely would just go and get a physical, make sure everything's going okay with your heart, make sure, and just see what steps you need to take to get yourself in a better, a better physical health. And I feel like this is just a slowly opening up from whatever it is that you've been through. So pile 3, you've definitely, the color is starting to come back into your life. The joy is starting to come back into your life, which is really fantastic. We have the King of Pentacles here. So this is definitely, and it's in reverse under Judgment. So this is reevaluating and reprioritizing or figuring out what you need to prioritize in your life at this point. It feels like it's almost like you're slowly coming back onto, what was the word? Back online. Like you're coming back into life. You're feeling a little bit better. You've moved through some really heavy, dense grief. You've gotten a lot of clarity. There's been some healing there, but now it's reassessing, okay, where am I at now? What resources are available to me? What do I need? This is being very practical. I need to reassess your home life. What is working in your home? What is not working in your home? Physically, with all of the food on here, eating healthier. Maybe because of the grief you've been going through, you haven't had the energy to even think about what you're eating. You've just been eating just crap. But you're becoming aware that, okay, I need to get back on track. It's time for me to make some physical changes, invest in my health in a better way. So just a real call to action here to improve your health, get yourself back on track with diet, just real basic things. And I know if you've gone through a pretty major loss, I think it's quite normal to kind of lose yourself and kind of give up in some ways. You're not so worried about your health and what you're eating. You're just trying to get through each day. So I do feel like this first big thing is prioritizing your health and well-being, prioritizing your wellness, reassessing where you are physically, and really doing what you need to do to take care of you. This is standing up for what you need, taking action towards what what you physically need, what your body physically needs. Nine of Swords. So we have the Nine of Swords under the Five of Cups. You know, this is, you've moved through the heaviest of the grief. You've gone through the tough points, you know, the really tough times. It's still going to be an ongoing thing, because that's just kind of how grief works, you know. But I do feel like there is a little bit of worry and concern about your health, about your well-being, and just a need to get back on track. This is very quite practical. So first big thing is a call to action to your health. Get back on track with your health. Get back on track with what your body physically needs. So this does feel more definitely physical, taking action towards your physical health and assessing what it is that you need at this time. So that's the first big thing coming in. And I'm sure this is something you've already been sensing, but it's kind of like I need to get back to my life. I need to get back to a routine. So this is a definite call to action to routine and greater health and awareness, really just taking charge of your life. You're responsible for you. And if we are still here, we are still living, we have a purpose, we have things that we need to do, there's a reason why we're still here. We're meant to be living our life. I also want to see what's on the bottom of the deck here. We have the Nine of Wands. Yeah, it's almost like taking care of yourself so that you have more energy to move forward. It's replenishing your reserves. It is making sure you're getting enough sleep, drinking enough water, just the real basics, getting back to the basics of life, getting back to the basics of your well-being. And it's almost like you're coming online and you're now able to be more involved in your life. It's this card that says the population. It's almost like you're now rejoining the population again, like you're coming back online. It kind of reminds me of like if you've been like in a deep hibernation, you kind of checked out of life for a while and you're coming back. So welcome back, and I'm just sending you guys a lot of love and blessings. So for first big thing is very practical. Taking care of you, taking care of your daily life, what needs to be done. Okay, so second big thing for pile 3. So once pile 3 gets back on track with health and wellness, taking care of themselves, sleep, all of that, what is the next best thing? Or the next big thing? Oh, we can stick with the next best thing, huh? What's the second big thing coming in that they can expect? I also feel like there's people in your life that can help you get back on track physically. Even if it's just having someone to go on a walk with every day, or I don't know, maybe you take a cooking class. You're getting back on track with health. All right, so second big thing coming in for pile 3. And for some of you, if you've been avoiding feeling, if you have been really trying to lock yourself out from feeling, you're going to be feeling. So embrace that. That actually can really take a strain on your heart when you try to, when you are avoiding your feelings. You're going to feel whether you avoid it or not. I just have noticed that people that tend to repress their feelings, that it's going to come through in a more physical way that can be at times really hard on the body. Okay, but now we are looking at the second thing. Second big thing for pile 3. Second big thing for pile 3. A big need for self-love, self-care, being very kind to yourself. But also really allowing others to help you, you know, be open to receiving help from other people. And it's okay to ask for help. Okay, what else do we have? Second big thing, join in. I love this. So, like I was saying, it's like you guys are coming back online. You're still going through your process. You're still healing, but you're ready for connection. You're ready to jump back into life very slowly. You are ready to be happy. I mean, that's what I'm feeling. Like you guys are ready for it. And look, we've got in the middle here, sun, enjoy success and happiness. So you've gone through a really tough time. Things are getting better. Things are getting lighter. The sun is coming out. It's okay to be happy. It's okay to be joyful. If we are still here, we're meant to be here. We're meant to live life. We're meant to be happy. We're meant to enjoy life. It's really important, pile 3, that you enjoy life. I love this. The next card you have is the new children. Be all you can be. So connecting with your inner child, connecting with children. Maybe you work with children. Maybe you're a grief counselor and you help children move through grief. I love the hummingbirds on here. They're really standing out to me. But this is just a call to allow life to fill you back up, allowing the color to come back into your life. That feels really nice. All right, so let's go ahead and clarify with the tarot. Second big thing for pile 3 that they can expect. I also feel like, you know, I was saying allow help for others, but allow people in. Like allow people into your heart space. Allow people into let people know how you feel. Share your gratitude with them. Allow other people to share their gratitude for you with you. It's like a slowly warming up is kind of what I'm feeling here. All right, what else do we need to know about the second big thing coming in for pile 3? I'm also picking up a sense here like, well, I don't want to get close to people. I don't want to go through that pain again. But it's more painful to live a life being disconnected, really, you know, caged in, closed off. That's going to be more painful than being open, being well, just being able to be very authentic in your relationships with others. So we have the 8 of Cups in reverse here. And to me, what I'm feeling from this card is this isn't so much, this is, so for those of you, this could be grief around a divorce or a breakup. Again, loss. This could be death. This could be somebody that you have lost. Either way, you've gone through a lot of grief regarding a relationship, the loss of a relationship. So for whatever reason, whatever that was, whether it was a breakup, death, whatever, you know, this 8 of Cups is representing that. So you're moving through that energy. You're coming out the other side of that. We have the Hanged Woman here, and it's in reverse. So I feel like the invitation here, if this hanged man or this hanged woman was upright, I would say move slowly, maybe, you know, observe, don't take a lot of action. But I'm not feeling that. I feel like it's time to take action, to connect with others. You know, you've taken the steps to reassess your physical health and your basic needs. You're getting back on track as far as your health and body goes. But this feels like a need to connect with people on an emotional level. Do you have loving, kind people surrounding you? Do you know, can you ask for help if you're needing help? This feels like it's time to take action and letting people in. That's what I'm really feeling with that card, and not going it alone. And also, you know, assessing what brings you peace and happiness now. I think it's important to look at that. Next up, we have the Five of Wands, and it's in reverse. This is very much not fighting against others. This is allowing people in, allowing help in, being open to receiving help from others, and being open to just being vulnerable with others and asking for what you need. Five of Swords, interesting cards. I do feel like there's a call to, and I think this is going to be very easy for you to do, because I don't think you have the bandwidth to put up with crappy people, with manipulative people. I feel like you're getting very clear on, and it's the universe has made it very clear who are your people, who are the people that you can rely on, and who are the people that are there for other reasons. They're not there to help and support you. I feel like the universe has made that very clear to you. So it's moving away from harsh energies is what I'm feeling here. And I feel like that's going to be very easy for you to do, because you don't have the energy to deal with this type of conflict and drama and it's almost like the energy of sabotage too. So you're moving out of that. And this is going to be a slow, gradual process, but I feel like the universe has been kind of weeding things out for you, weeding out the people that aren't helpful, weeding out the behaviors that aren't serving you. I just feel like you've had a lot of insight and wisdom, but it's going to take some time to integrate all of this. Let's see what else is going on. Here's that Five of Cups again. Again, in reverse, under the Eight of Cups. So continuing to move forward, to move through this grief, through this loss, through this breakup, being very gentle with yourself, being very kind to yourself. This is definitely you know, grieving the loss of love, grieving the loss of a relationship, but also a need to, with this Ace of Cups charm here, really needing to be very selfish, and really loving yourself. It's time to refill your cup. It's time to really take care of yourself. The cool thing about this period of time, it's totally fine to be very selfish, and it's the call to action here is to put yourself first. What do you need to allow in more light in your life? What is it that you need to connect with this childlike energy, to welcome in life again, really is what it feels like. We've got the Knight of Pentacles here. So this is moving very slowly, but taking action to get back to your life. It's almost like you guys have been kind of locked away in a really dark room, and it's very, very bright outside, but you guys are very gradually opening the door, and you're slowly stepping out into the light. You're slowly allowing yourself to be revealed. You know, it's that type of energy. It's slowly coming out of the cocoon. Staying very grounded, staying very present, doing your best to stay in gratitude, doing your best to really take care of yourself. I almost feel like these these first two big things are giving you steps on how to move through this grief and this loss. But I love it. It's a very gentle energy. And here we have the world. You know, this is stepping back out into the world. This is this is improvement. This is happiness and joy, being able to look forward to life again. Moving away from a lot of conflict. You're moving away from a lot of really heavy energies here. So there's a beautiful shift coming here. It's sort of like a message to, you know, hang in there, don't give up, keep going. Things are improving. Things are getting better. Things are the pain is easing up, and it's going to get easier. Yeah, here we go. That's exactly what I was saying. We have the Ten of Swords here. This is someone that has just, well, she's been like decimated with swords. You know, she's been through a really painful experience. It's been a very devastating experience, but you're coming out of it. It's a turn for the better. It's a big shift. So hang in there. Small steps, stay grounded, stay present. The second big thing I'm feeling here is, and it feels huge to you, it's a reconnecting to life, to love, to happiness again. So it's coming. This is just a reminder that it is coming. There's light at the end of the tunnel. So, you know, please hang in there. That's the second big thing, which might not seem to some people like a big thing, but you've been through a lot. So pile 3, those of you that are here, you've been through a lot. It's been a tough go. There's been a lot of heartache, probably a lot of change too with this, if you know, death, divorce, breakup. It's kind of like, okay, I've got to get back into a rhythm. I've got to get back into my everyday life. And how am I doing that? So I feel like that's where you guys are at. So you continue doing that. That's the second big thing. Things are shifting and changing, and it's getting better. But please take action. You know, it's like the energy of one small step at a time. You know, you just keep going, and things are going to get better. It's going to get easier. Just keep going. Okay, so let's look at the third big thing for pile 3, and just, you know, I'm sending you a lot of love, and ask your spirit team for help. Ask Source for help. Ask the universe for help and support, because you are surrounded by angelic energies, by healing energies. And human beings, we are remarkably resilient. It's crazy. Okay, so third big thing for pile 3. Third big thing. I'm hearing new love. Let's see what else comes up. And this could just be a new love and appreciation for your life. Let's see what else is coming up here. So third big thing for pile 3. Thanks so much for being here, you guys. And if you like this reading, please like and subscribe. I appreciate it. And if you would like a personal one-on-one reading, my information is below. But I'm definitely seeing this group being surrounded by angelic energies. So you definitely are not alone. I think it would freak us out if we saw how unalone we really are. I think we'd be kind of freaked out. We are very much supported by the other side. Okay, third big thing. Oh, we're going to get 2 cards here. What do we have? Be true to you. And honestly, I don't feel like you guys have the energy to be any other way but true to you. But true to you. It's almost like you've had a huge leveling up with everything you've been through. You really leveled you up, and you are being very authentic and very true. And that's really beautiful. Be true to you. Next, we have Elder, move beyond ancestral patterns, and we have the Sage, be devoted and committed. I feel like everything that you've been through, there's an appreciation here. I don't know why I'm having a hard time talking. There's an appreciation of health. There's an appreciation of well-being, and moving out of energies that don't serve you. Energies, patterns, ways of being. For some of you, I see yourself just really shutting yourself off from love, shutting yourself off from connection. And I feel like what you've been through has given you a different perspective on how valuable relationships can be, and how much that's really needed, to have a support team and to have people to surround you and support you through challenges. And some of these challenges could be you've moved through addiction. Maybe you've had to make some big changes around that, and it's grieving the loss of addiction. It's grieving, which sounds funny, but it happened. It's grieving the relationships and losses that you had to give up as you moved out of those unhealthy behaviors and patterns. You're definitely, and like I was saying, this is a leveling up. With the Sage card, you are very devoted and committed to your health, well-being, and also happiness and joy. So the next card we have is card number 10, and it's food. It says choose locally grown organic produce. What I'm feeling from this is you are being very conscious with what you are consuming. And not just food, like what you watch, what you listen to, the people you surround yourself with. You're being very, very intentional with that. There's just no room for bullshit here. I think that's really beautiful. Let's go ahead and clarify with some cards. So third big thing coming in for pile 3. I'm definitely feeling you are way more self-aware. You are way more aware of how you feel, what you're feeling, how you feel when you are around other people. It's very easy for you to pick up on patterns. It's almost like as you are coming out of this grief and you're coming out of these challenges, the fog has been lifted and you see things much clearer than you had before. I'm also feeling a real sense of purpose here. Let's see what comes in with the cards. Being very connected to nature, just very connected. I feel like you guys just have a different, it's a more enlightened way of being. I feel like you're going to, as you get yourself more settled into a routine, you're going to move through very powerfully. I feel like you are going to be very helpful to others. You just have a lot to offer. You have a lot of wisdom to offer. You have a lot of life experience to offer. All right, what else is coming in? 3 of Cups. I love this. So definitely connecting with your soul tribe. You are going to be meeting new people. This is kind of that energy that I was feeling with. There's new love coming in. There's new connections coming in. Your trauma and grief and tough times has opened doors to new people. You have new experiences coming in, but this is celebration. This is finding enjoyment in life again, allowing yourself to enjoy life again. Celebration. Here we have the Ace of Wands again in reverse. You know what? And I feel like you guys are open to new things. You're open to it, but you're not ready to take the action. So I feel like this is slowly letting people into your life. This is slowly opening your heart up. You are definitely going to be very cautious and totally understandable, but you're open to it. We've got the World card again, just another confirmation that one chapter has definitely ended and a new one is beginning. This is like, yeah, you're starting the next chapter of your life. It's almost like a new life starting again. New energy coming in. We have the King of Swords in reverse, and I do feel like this is just a reminder to stay very authentic and very true to yourself. Not falling back into patterns. If you are coming out of an unhealthy relationship, this is a reminder to pay attention to those patterns. You know what those unhealthy patterns are in other people and in yourself. And if you see yourself starting to slip, be aware of that and ask for help. You know, get yourself back on track. Let's see what else we have going on here. So we have the Sun in reverse underneath the Three of Cups. And what I'm really feeling from this, I mean, the Sun, whether it's reverse or not, it's one of the happiest cards in the deck. And what I'm feeling with this is it's okay to be happy. It's okay to smile, to laugh, to enjoy life, even if others around you are not enjoying life. It is okay for you to be happy. I'm really feeling that here. It's okay to be happy. It's okay to connect with others. And it's also okay to move at a slower pace. This does feel like the beginning of a whole new life and a whole new way of being. Yeah, so we've got the Chariot in reverse under the Ace of Wands. You know, and this does feel like there could be like, what direction do I go now? What do I do now? Not really being sure what the future holds, but I love that you are open to it. So move slowly. You don't need to make any big decisions right now. This is like permission to move slowly, permission to not get involved in serious relationships. You know, take your time here, but be open to new experiences. This could even be opportunity to move and relocate. For some of you, I feel like that is going to be a big thing coming up, is the opportunity to move. Oh, how beautiful is this? So we have the Nine of Pentacles. This is not, you're not getting into a relationship here. You have friendships, you're celebrating with people, but this is being very independent, being very self-sufficient, and enjoying life. This is really enjoying the new life and stepping into this new chapter solo. Like, you are very much focused on your healing, your path, and also enjoying life. The Nine of Pentacles, she really appreciates the nice things in life, and she expects beauty and wonderful things in her life. So it's expecting the best. It's not expecting the worst, you know? But definitely feeling very much a solo energy here. And then we have the King of Cups underneath the King of Swords. I feel like this is the energy that you are being asked to step into, which is reconnecting with your heart, reconnecting with your emotions, basically turning everything back online. You know, it's okay to feel, it's okay to be sad, it's okay to have bad days. But this is also very much tapping into your spiritual guidance, really being connected to to your intuition, following those little breadcrumbs that the universe is leaving for you. So it's interesting. I feel like your third big thing here is they're leaving it a little bit, I feel mystery here, but it's beautiful. You know, it's just being open to the next best thing. What is the next part of your chapter like? Well, it looks like you are definitely moving into it either solo or really focused on your health and well-being, being true and authentic to yourself. And it's almost like you step into it and you're like, okay, I'm here. Who wants to go on this ride with me? It's that type of energy. But it's a replenishment time. It's really filling your cup back up. You are the priority here. That's the third big thing, is the next, it's this next chapter that's opening up in your life. So there's beautiful things coming in, and you're really being asked to be open to the experience. Open up your heart, expect good things, take it at your own pace. You don't have to rush anything here, but you are being asked to really pay attention to old cycles and patterns. And if something feels off, you trust your intuition. You are very connected. You can trust your intuition. All right, pile 3, sending you guys tons of love. Take care of yourself. And let me know in the comments what is opening up for you. What's this new chapter? What's happening? I'd love to hear what's going on with all of you. So take care of yourself.